Sinas and I'm going to report about plant economy. So what is plant economy? Plant economy is also known as a command economy where the government controls and make important economic decisions. It determines what goods and services are produced, set production targets and prices. So kini nagpasabot nga ang tanang mga economic decision sama sa paghimo og produkto ug pagpamaligya ang government maoy nagkontrol ug naghandle sa ekonomiya ug dili kayo adunay papel ang mga negosyanteng probibado. So example, sa panahon sa Soviet Union, ang tanan mga desisyon sa ekonomiya gihimo sa mga opisyal sa pagplano sa gobyerno. Usa nang panday kanang Soviet Union. Ang Soviet Union usa ka sosyalistang estado nga nagtukod gikan sa tuig 1922 hangtod sa 1991. Next, advantage of economic planning. So there are several advantages of economic planning. So efficient allocation of resources. Economic planning can help to ensure that resources are allocated efficient and effectively by identifying and addressing potential bottlenecks in the economy. So next, identification and addressing of potential bottlenecks in the economy. Economic planning can help to identify potential problems in the economy such as shortage of key resources. So another, promotion of stability and reduction uncertainty. So economic planning can help to promote stability and reduction of uncertainty by providing a framework for business and individual. So next, promotion of growth and development. Economic planning can help to grow and develop by allowing for investment to be made in case areas such as infrastructure, education, and healthcare. So this is the last one. Ensuring benefits of growth are distributed more evenly throughout society and inequality. Economic planning can help to ensure that the benefits of growth are distributed more evenly throughout society, reducing poverty. Comparison of capital corporation and land economy. Taking as a whole, a centrally planned economy would attempt to substitute a number of firms with a single firm for an entire economy. As such, the stability of a planned economy has implication with the steering of firm. After all, most corporations are essentially central planned economies. Aside from some taking intra-corporate pricing, not to mention that the politics in some corporations resemble of the Soviet Politburo. That is, corporations are essentially miniature central planned economies and seems to do just fine in a free market. As pointed out by Kenneth Arrow and others, the existence of firms in free markets shows that there is a need for firms in free market. Opponents of planned economies would simply argue that there is no sole firm of entire economy. So sa isang sentralisadong ekonomiya, layunin nito na palitan ang maraming kumpanya sa isang solong kumpanya para sa buong ekonomiya. Gayunpaman, ang pagkakaroon ng korporasyon sa isang free market ay nagpapakita ng pangailangan para sa maraming kumpanya. Sa madaling salita, ang korporasyon sa free market ay nagpapakita ng pangailangan sa maraming kumpanya na pumapalagay na hindi kailangan ng isang solong kumpanya or sole company na may control sa buong ekonomiya na sa plano na sistema. So if there is advantage of economic planning, there is also disadvantage of economic planning. Una, inefficiency. Means not achieving maximum productivity or effectiveness in a task or process. Lack of innovation. Kulang sa pag-improve sa industry or pagpalambo sa mga kumpanya. Shortage and surpluses. Shortage mean kulang sa supply sa mga industry o ang surpluses o siyang sobra ng supply. Lack of consumer choice. Lack of consumer choice when consumers have no option to choose from when it comes to product or services. Planned economies and socialism. In the 20th century, most planned economies were implemented by states that called themselves socialists. Also, the greatest support for planned economies comes from social authors. For this reason, the notion of a planned economy is often directly associated with socialism. However, they do not overlap. There are branches of socialism such as libertarian socialism that reject centralized states, and all of these tendencies reject economic planning as well as and instead favor decentralized collective ownership of the economic and property. So ang planned economy sa socialism ay naggadungay o magkatugma kaysa labing dako nga mga kaso sa kasaysayan ang mga estado nga nagsugod og socialism misunod sa planned economy. Sa planned economy, ang gobyerno maoy nagkontrol sa mga bilhin apan dili ta na socialist ang nagsuporta sa ideya sa sinunod plano sa ekonomiya. The shift from a command economy to a market economy has proven to be difficult. In particular, there were no theoretical guides for doing so before the 1980s. One transition from a command economy to a market economy that a few consider successful is that one of the People's Republic of China, in which there was a period of some years, lasting roughly until the early 1990s, where both the command economy and the market economy coexisted, so that nobody would be much worse of under mixed economy than a command economy, while some of would feel better off. So, in transition from planned economy to a market economy, nagpumatuod nga ang lisod nga tungod sa walay theoretical guides sa wala pa sa panahon sa 1990. Ang Republika of China ay isa sa itunuring na nagtagumpay kung saan nagkasama ang planned economy at ang market economy upang walang malaking pagbabago sa kalagayan ng mga tao sa isang mixed economy kumpara sa sole company or sa planned or sa sole company or sa solong company. Halimbawa, sa China, noong 1978 nagsimula ang reforma sa ekonomiya ng China na naglalayong magbukas ng mga sektor ng ekonomiya sa pribadong sektor at nagbigay ng higit na kalayaan sa mga negosyante. Next, transition from a market economy to a planned economy.
Doon na lang kapakli.
Government market regulation. Central government of central government are tempted to solve problem quickly by introducing additional market regulation. Once the regulation is introduced, it is rarely removed, retarding towards a gradual increase in government power on the mechanism of free market. Ang gobyerno ay gumawa ng hakbang to regulate or malutas ang suliranin or issue sa merkado. Kung hindi ito ay gagawin, there is a possible nga ito ay magdudulot ng pagtaas ng kapangyarihan ng gobyerno or sa free market. Halimbawa, pagpapataw ng tax ang gobyerno ay sa mga individual na negosyante upang magkaroon ng pondo para sa proyekto at serbisyo ng gobyerno. Halimbawa ng corporate monopoly ay ang kumpanyang Standard Oil ni John Rocket Philly noong 19th century na nagdulot ng pagtaas ng presyo ng langis kawalan sa pagpipilian para sa mga mamimili. Amalgamated trade unions. Small trade unions have limited power, especially against larger international corporations. Amalgamation of trade unions leads to an industry-wide group with more bargaining power but less individual interest in any particular worker. So, ang amalgamated trade unions ay ang pagkakaisa ng sa mga maliit na trade union aron makakuha og power laban sa mga malaking international nga korporasyon. Sa pamagitan ng pagbuo ng isang grupo, ang amalgamated union ay may malakas na bargaining power, ngunit kaunti lang ang individual na interest sa bawat mga gawa. Halimbawa nito ay ang Alliance of Labor Union sa Pilipinas, kung saan nagkakaisa ang iba't ibang union upang magkaroon ng malakas na boses sa pakikipag-ugnayan sa mga kumpanya o sa mga gobyerno. In addition, there are questions that I provided for us. Una, what are some benefits of a market economy? Kedua, how do trade unions impact the labor market? Katulo, how does a planned economy differ from a market economy? And the last, can you provide example of countries that have implemented a planned economy? Akong balikon ang mga pangutana. Una, what are some benefits of a market economy? Kedua, how does a planned economy differ from a market economy? Katulo, can you provide example of countries that have implemented a planned economy? And last, give me some advantage and disadvantage of a planned economy. So that's all about my topic, and have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.